There is no secret. There's nothing that someone's not telling you that's going to get you to where you want to be.
You ready?
You need to do everything that you can do every single day to get where you want to be, no matter what.
Come on. Good. Come on.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
What's up, guys? This is the third episode in the Summer Shredder Classic Prep series. This series is really just to show you guys what I'm going through on kind of like a day-to-day basis as I document the journey of prep. Just got to the gym, I got my morning breakfast in. Everything's been going pretty well so far. I feel like my metabolism has finally been settling in a little bit. I'm still hungry a lot of the times just because of how restricted my calories are. That being said, I feel like my body's starting to adapt to those changes and I'm not having crazy urges or feelings of nausea every so often. I kind of feel like I've just been settling in, which is good. I've also gotten a lot better with prioritizing meals in terms of when I'm eating certain meals, kind of working them around my workouts instead of just spreading them out. Since my last check-in that you guys saw, my coach updated my macros again. So right now I'm sitting at 1,860 calories, 175 grams of carbs, 40 grams of fat, 200 grams of protein. So protein's higher than it was prior and carbs are dropped and so is fat. Still 30 grams of fiber for intake to help with digestion and regulation and everything like that. Cardio has also increased to 2,000 calories a week, so I can split that up however I want to. Supplement schedule is still the same for this week in terms of prep. If you guys didn't see my previous video, I'll pop it up right here, what my current supplements are. Besides that diet change, guys, as well as my macros, pretty much everything's been the same. In terms of my workout split for this prep, guys, I kind of do a push-pull day and then legs separate. I'll put up my workout schedule somewhere on the screen so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing each day. That being said, guys, I gotta pee really bad and I gotta start this workout, so enjoy the workout. I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. So I'm gonna make this quick, guys, because my battery's about to die, but I wanted to give you an update because my coach dropped my macros once again. This is gonna go on until at least Sunday. So right now I'm sitting at 185 grams of protein, 125 grams of carbs, and 40 grams of fat, which puts me at 1,600 calories. So another drop, kind of like the final dig to just bring the best conditioning I possibly can on stage. It's not a crazy difference from what I was at, but I can definitely feel the difference moving throughout the day, trying to pace myself around the workouts, but also provide myself with enough nutrition and energy to get through the days. Right now, since I'm so far in a deficit, it doesn't really make that much of a difference to me. At least I don't really feel it, even though it is working. In regards to my cardio, he actually upped my cardio too. So right now I'm sitting at 2,500 calories to burn a week. I was doing 2,000. Back when I started prep, I was doing around 1,200. So basically decreasing, kind of digging in and depleting calories, keeping carbs really low, and protein's kind of steady. Fats have been decreasing. All right, guys, I'm gonna head back inside. I got some stuff to do to wrap up the night. That being said, I'm gonna catch up with you soon and enjoy the rest of the vlog. What's up, guys? It is Sunday afternoon. Right now, I just got out of the grocery store, did my last food haul for this entire prep, which is crazy. Peak week, usually you're filling up a little bit more. You're trying to fill out a little bit more carbs, a little bit more nutrients and calories as a whole. So hopefully the workouts are gonna, well, I know the workouts are gonna be better just because of I'm carb loading a little bit more. That being said, we're still keeping the same types of foods that I've been eating on prep. I'm not just gonna eat anything that's crazy. I'm gonna keep it within the realms of what I've been eating in terms of my diet. That being said, I'm just gonna have a little bit more calories to play with throughout the day, which is definitely gonna help with my workouts and overall just energy levels as a whole. I just picked up a few staples that I usually get that I've been eating pretty much the whole prep. First is ground turkey breast. This is 99% fat-free. I've been eating this a lot of prep, so my body should be used to that. Also picked up more egg whites. This is a staple. Combining that also with whole eggs. I kind of just go to this all the time. It's kind of just what I do. Next up, guys, this is staple Walden Farms maple syrup. I've been eating this most of prep. 0 carbs, 0 calories, 0 sugar, pretty much 0 everything. It kind of hits that sweet tooth without giving you any calories. I've been eating this pretty much with everything and kind of just sipping on it throughout the day. So I just had to fill up, restock that a little bit more. Last but not least, guys, I just found these actually recently with prep. I've been eating Dave's Killer Bread for a main carb source for prep. I recently found these, but they're so low calorie. I wanted to give these a try, and I still have a lot of Dave's Killer Bread. These are mini pita breads, so these are only 7 grams of carbs per pita, and they actually kind of fill me up, which is a good thing. So I wanted to pick these up too. Has a good source of fiber and protein as well. So like I said, quick trip, but wanted to restock. It's crazy. This is the last haul of prep, guys. We're almost there. If you guys haven't seen the full series, I will link the first episode somewhere on the screen so you guys can see that. I'm gonna head home. I got a lot of cardio to do tonight and to prep for tomorrow and the rest of the week. We have a flight early Friday morning to get to Texas to get ready for the show day, to check in, all that good stuff. We'll keep you guys updated. I'm gonna vlog the whole thing so you guys will see it. I gotta get back home, get ready for the rest of the week, and I will catch up with you guys soon. All right, guys, so this was the first workout to start off peak week. Definitely had a lot more calories than what I've been eating most of prep. As you guys saw from my breakfast, definitely went pretty hard for the first meal of the day. You guys can see my macros above. Like I said, definitely higher than what it's been pretty much all of prep. This chest workout, I guess this push workout, was one of the best workouts I've had since starting prep, and probably even before that. Mainly just because I had more energy, felt fuller, mainly just from the calories I was allowed to consume. Started off with chest press, so did a few sets here, about 4 or 5 sets total. Started with a warm-up set, and then progressed into pretty heavy sets, around 10 to 12 reps for each one of these. So I'm always preaching form for pretty much every exercise, but mainly for push movements that involve the chest. And I'm always preaching how important it is to keep the shoulders retracted. That way you have a firm foundation to press off of. I actually hurt my shoulder a couple years back, well, actually many years back, from incorrect form when doing the bench press. Didn't have the shoulders retracted, didn't have that firm foundation so I could press, and ended up hurting my shoulder. A lot of complications down the line, but long story short, I guess I'm hypersensitive with especially the chest in terms of form, just because there's a lot that could go wrong. Also alignment with the forearms, the elbows, and the wrists in line while you're pressing could put a lot of excess pressure on your elbows or your wrists if those are not aligned. So making sure those are all in order while I'm doing these. For some reason I kept extending my legs. I guess it just helped me in the moment. I'm not really sure why. In terms of weight for these exercises, I'm still not back to my normal when I was bulking, which is to be expected. That being said, I did go a lot heavier than what I was pressing, most of prep. Not even because my strength was better, just because of, like I mentioned earlier, just the energy levels were higher, motivation was higher, just the vibe in general. This workout I knew going in was going to be a lot better than what it's been most of prep. So I was super excited to get in the gym today. So I did mention this in previous vlogs, but in terms of my workout schedule, for push day, I'm doing chest, shoulders, and triceps. Before, I liked to finish each muscle group in total and then move on to the next one. I used to do that probably half a year ago. Since prep and even a little bit before prep, I've been intermixing each muscle group, mainly because the movements that I'm doing are more basic compound movements that are engaging all of those muscle groups anyway. So I've been cycling through different exercises that target each muscle group instead of just trying to finish one muscle group and move on to the next one. It just seems to work better. That flow works for me. So that's kind of what I've been doing here. Doing an incline press. This is actually a shoulder press, so it's still engaging some of the upper chest. This gym didn't have an incline chest press machine, which is what I was going for. But like I just said, you still kind of engage the, well, obviously the shoulders, but also the upper chest a little bit as well. So kind of killed two birds with one stone with this. As you guys can probably tell, I'm really feeling it during these shoulder sets. For some reason, my shoulders are pretty painful while I'm doing those, but I know they're still working and I'm still engaging the muscle correctly. Again, keeping the shoulders retracted and making sure I'm actually engaging the shoulders. Next, moved on to a chest press machine, this time plated. For these, I was kind of using this as a burnout exercise. This was the last chest exercise that I was doing. Still keeping proper form, still trying to, get to end range at the top. Didn't do that for every single rep, but like I said, this was more of a burnout set as a whole. One thing I've learned to do, especially for prep, especially towards the end of prep, is making sure I'm prioritizing my time effectively, and that's kind of where it came into play, where I was doing sets for different muscle groups, interchangeably and kind of back to back instead of finishing one muscle group. My energy levels are definitely limited, so I wanted to make sure I was able to get in enough sets for each muscle group. And if I did one whole muscle group and then moved on to the next one, I would find that my body was almost done before I could even finish all the other muscle groups. So switching back and forth has definitely been helpful, especially for prep. I don't know if I'm going to carry that forward for my bulk, but like I said, it really helped for here. Next, moved on to tricep extensions with the rope. For these, I usually go a little bit lighter than what I could, but I make sure I'm locking out at the bottom, almost pronating my hands too, bringing the wrists down and out, just so I get that full extension, full engagement of the tricep. Here you can see how dry I actually am. My coach had me drinking, 2 or 3 gallons of water a day to kind of flush my system out, get the water out of my system. For these, I did about 3 or 4 sets of tricep extensions. Also wanted to make sure I was going slow on the way back up on the eccentric portion of the exercise. This is another way to make sure you're maximally engaging the triceps. I like to take these slower than what I could do if I was doing more weight. But again, I really like to make sure the triceps are engaged with these. I think there's a lot that could go wrong with this exercise. So I kind of just take it slow, take my time with these, and just think of every motion, every part of the motion that I'm doing while I'm doing it. One thing that also helps with these is looking at my triceps. I don't know why, but I feel like I can almost engage my triceps better if I'm looking at the mirror sometimes. That way I can see, myself doing the motion, see myself kind of twisting my wrists at end range, coming up slow. That kind of helps me with certain exercises, and it happens to help with this one. So just something that I like to do. So to finish off this workout, guys, I went on to the assisted dip machine. This was my burnout for the rest of the exercise. One thing I like about this one is the assisted allows for a really good burnout for me. It allows me to get a few more sets in. Obviously, it's not going to be as hard as a normal dip machine, but I feel that I can get a few more reps out. One thing I also like about this is you can engage some of your lower chest too. So again, kind of engaging different parts. Obviously, this machine is mainly targeted towards the triceps, but you still get a little bit of that chest in there as well, which is always a plus. I did about 3 to 4 sets of these, again, trying to burn out, so about 15 reps roughly for each one. That being said, guys, that's the workout. That's going to do it for this video. I appreciate you guys watching. Keep an eye out for the show day video, which is coming soon. I appreciate you guys. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys soon. You need to do everything that you can do every single day to get where you want to be, no matter what.
No.